Friends, Brickey here at Angel Stadium, checking out something a little bit different. Are you guys ready for some banana ball? I don't know if I am. It looks like it's gonna be crazy. I won't be documenting the game, but what I will try to do is give you what the overall vibe is so you can make a decision. Is this something that you and your family should do? And I definitely would stress family. It is very much a family event. $60 per ticket is what us 5 adults paid, and you have to do a lottery auction to get those tickets because it's so high in demand. There are 45,000 people here tonight. It is sold out. I've been to Angel games here before, and this is by far the biggest crowd I've ever seen here, times 3 or 4. And yeah, they're singing Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer right now, and you can hear it note for note. That's how in sync this audience is with the performance. Like, they are all in. There's nobody sitting on their hands. There's nobody that's bored. Everybody who has showed up to play banana ball. So let's do what I always do. Let's cruise around and let's catch the vibe and see if banana ball is right for you. The line to get into this thing was absolutely crazy. Like super long line.
It was so effective.
Hey,
like, I'm actually blown away.
Sorry.
So effective.
Disneyland could learn something.
Oh my God.
This thing is absolutely wild. The amount of people that are here, the complete spectacle, it is crazy. Who knew there were so many banana fans in Orange County? But I'll tell you what attracted me to this is a perfect example of you take a basic product, but you add a lot of marketing to it, and then you end up with something that is truly unique that people appreciate. Once again, to illustrate what a family event this is, I just went up to the 300s and there's players and the mascot walking around basically performing the show at every possible level of the venue. That is really cool. To ensure that every fan gets to have a worthy experience, respect to the Savannah Bananas. Once again, the princess is just chilling on the upper level, meeting all the kids that are excited to see her. This is just awesome, man. This is great. Like, the bad thing about the Harlem Globetrotters is, one, they didn't hire me for a job, and two, you're stuck inside of a basketball court. Doing this at a baseball stadium gives you the availability to just flow around. That's awesome. Haven't seen baseball until you've seen someone pitch on stilts. That's amazing. And I will make one kind of complaint. When you're going against a team that's called the Firefighters, it makes it really hard to root against first responders. So, like, I don't know, like maybe change it to, like, you know, the terrorist or something that's fun to root against. Definitely hard to, like, have a grudge against the firefighters. And arguably, those dudes look way cooler anyways. I don't know. listening, but I do know I hear Christmas music. I will add this. If you have somebody in your family who is sensitive to loud noises, this might not be the event for them. Also, if you have somebody in your family who doesn't like a good time, this might not be for them. They just keep it going. It's all spectacle. It's honestly, it's maybe too much to keep up with. It's just song after song, event after event, spectacle after spectacle. You don't know where to look. You don't know where to even focus because it's coming at you from all directions all the time. So I'm trying to be polite, and I'm not necessarily showing you what's on the field. I'm showing you more of what the vibe is, because what's happening on the field is their intellectual property. Well, what's happening in the stands, that belongs to the fans. So hopefully you're catching the vibe and just know you're gonna see lots of shenanigans wrapped around some baseball with really interesting rules. Like if a fan catches a pop-up, that counts as an out. There's also a 2-hour limit on the game, unless they're tied and then they go into a sudden death. It's very much its own thing, but I would really say it's great for families and really great for younger families because I see all of the kids here having a great time, and it might be a great way to get somebody into baseball that maybe it hasn't quite latched onto yet, because this is just the ultimate amount of fun I think you could have inside of a baseball stadium. The glass slipper challenge inspired by Disneyland. They have to get the glass slipper over to their wife and remember what shoes their wife were wearing. Now they're grabbing the shoes, trying to figure out the proper one.
This is where they stand interesting. Our master lead, he's got it. That's one blue band shoe, which does not somebody's out. He's got one.
Now he's carrying her to the finish line.
That's not no shoes.
That is so good.
Hey, let's skip it over, Anaheim. We can be way louder. 1, 2, 3. Go, Nat! Go, Nat! Come on! Louder! Nat! Come on!
Somebody else that would be a great contender for this event would be someone, a young person, you're trying to teach good sportsmanship to. Just because these guys are having nothing but fun, rooting for each other, and just such a perfect example for youngsters that getting into sports is not only good for your body, but it's good for your mind, and it's a great way to meet friends on your team and opposite team. So I definitely am feeling that vibe here as well, which that's one of the things I wasn't expecting I was gonna feel here tonight. I'm telling you, man, I am not seeing anybody who's not having a good time. There are no like sad sacks amongst the crowd. That's pretty impressive when you're entertaining 45,000 people at a sold-out game in a Major League Baseball stadium. So is it worth $240 for a family of 4? Only you can decide that. You know how much a dollar's worth to you. It's worth something different to everybody. But I can tell you that it would be my opinion that if you did spend the money, you would have a good time. So that's as much as I can say on that. But our tickets were $60, so that's what you would be looking at from what we paid if a family of 4 was to attend this. And as the stadium right now is singing every word to Taylor Swift, it's a good moment to remind you that if there's somebody in your family that doesn't care about sports and just never will, they play so much pop music and just the hooks that if you have a little person in your family that loves music, they'll have a great time too. They won't even care about the baseball because many times it's also a pop sing-along, which once again, something I wasn't expecting. They have merch all over the stadium, and each one of the merch stands is just slammed with people. They also have merch for the opposing team, the firefighters. Not so many people in this line. Firefighters have way more spirit than the other team. Like, how am I supposed to root against the firefighters? Like, I think I accidentally became a firefighters fan. I mean, for the record, I was always a fan of firefighters. I've just gone past 4 merch stands in a row, and every single one of them was completely slammed out. Once again, this is a project that's all magical because of marketing. This is the power of imagination. In California, you have so many options of what to do. This feels like a pretty valid option. They're walking around thanking all the community heroes. That is classy. Whenever I walk through a stadium like this, it always makes me think of Monday Night Raw. All right, I have walked around for more than half of the game, capturing the vibe, because I had to see what it was for myself, and obviously I wanted to share it with you guys. I've done my best with sound and shots, trying to be polite, but hopefully you're able to catch it. Now I need to go sit in my seat and actually watch some of the game and enjoy it with my buds. See, there literally is something for every member of your family. I would have to say my first game was very enjoyable, had a really, really good time. So ultimately, was it worth it? Absolutely. Would I do it again? I don't think so. But I recommend you should give it a try because I'm glad that I did. Thank you so much for watching. Bananas win.